introduction.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, hello and welcome everybody to the new player lecture special episode with special guests here. Who are those who make it special? And today's lecture will be all about cavalry. So as a structure of today's lecture will be roughly it should not be longer than 1.5 hours, but
What the fuck is this?
Shut up,
running.
mate.
We're already going a little bit over the time, but that's okay. So I'll start with short introduction. It's gonna be less than 15 minutes, but anyway, then the first speaker will be Piotr Begration. His topic is how to win CAF fights 101. It's gonna last about 25 minutes, and he'll answer questions after. So have questions ready on him. Second speaker is Wolfie. He's gonna speak about 15-20 minutes, then answer questions afterwards. His topics are going to be how to use light cav, which is C4, C5 category, which if you don't know what is, we're going to talk about in a moment. And he's going to also show us how he builds CCs, which stands for Cavalry Core. Third speaker will be Cod. His minutes will be about 10 minutes. His lecture will be about 10 minutes long. He'll answer questions afterwards, and his main topics will be how to use heavy cav C1s in a variety of situations and how he deploys a Cavalry Core. Let's begin. All right, so a quick introduction to Cavalry. If you don't know, Cavalry is the fastest unit type in the game. Horse cannons don't count, but they are actually a little bit faster, but we don't worry about them. The speed classes, as is the fastest, that's it's made like why it's so expensive. How can I take 10 infantry units for one cavalry? It's because speed. The speed classes are from C1 to C5 range, with C1 being the slowest and C5 being the fastest. The types of cavalry go as so. There is heavy cav, which is generally C1 and C2 cav, although there are exceptions, but we're not going to go into depth too much. There's also what we call line cavalry, which is the C3 category, which is your general use cavalry. There is light cav, which is generally C4. Lancers, which can be both C4 and C5 in terms of speed, again the fastest type, and irregular cav, by which I mean missile cav. They can be either armed with bows or even muskets with shorter range than infantry, if you haven't seen them in the game yet. There are also special type of cav, such as the dromedars or the DR type of speed, which is the camels, but that's like very special, and you're gonna meet them in TOW or in a 1798, the Oriental Wars, or how it's called, the Egypt, whatever.
I heard you need cav expert.
Right, Pope. Thanks very much. Please be quiet. There will be parts where you can answer, where you can have your questions spoken. You can prepare a question, you can ask them, and they will be answered, but not right now. Thank you. Please be seated. Also, when taking cav, we need to take into account two traits, which are the most common, which is stamina and shock resistance. Stamina for cavalry and shock resistance are basically they increase price of units, and they like make it more noob friendly. What I'm gonna say is like you need to manage the stamina of a unit, and you need to manage like what situations the unit can get in and not break, and cannot get in and break. You know, like if it gets into the situation, it breaks. Stamina and shock resistance just gives you more room for maneuver or more room for mistake, so they increase the price. So usually the better player you are, stamina and shock res are not not going to be a factor anymore, but they are much more valuable for you as a beginner. Okay. And the basic use of cavalry. Cavalry is used for scouting, which is like C4, C5 category, as the cav can see. So the range a cav has for scout is depend on their speed. As of the latest patch, it used to be the type, but it's no longer. It's tied to speed as of 9.6. So C5 cav sees the furthest, the C4 less, and it goes down to what you see one.
Rambo, are you supposed to be? Sorry to interrupt. Are you supposed to be changing the slides, by the way?
I'm not.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're not on the screen.
What the fuck?
There you go.
No way! I was asking.
No, but we thought we could see the stream. We can see it now. Just okay.
Good job.
Scuffs.
I was asking if you can. Now you can see. Now you can see the
we can-
structure of today's
Yes,
lecture. Yes.
yeah, we can see that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, okay, it's okay. I was asking. No worry, no worry. So yeah, this is the structure. I already said. This is the introduction.
It's
I've
still not
already
moving.
mentioned. Yes, and sorry, it's still
It's
not
the-
moving.
No, so yeah, there you go. We can see basic use of cavalry now. Oh my god.
Wait. Okay, now you can see.
Yeah, there you go.
So quickly structure, yes. The introduction to cavalry, I already finished this, yes. And then basic use of cavalry. So scouting is, as I said, tied to the speed type. C5 can see the furthest, C1 the least. Catching infantry. Infantry is the same speed as the other infantry. I mean, L3 is as fast as another L3. So catching enemy infantry, your infantry can be catchy. Using CAF for this is perfect. Another thing is forcing squares, which you could see in the last lecture as well, which was the offensive. CAV is very useful to force in squares, making the enemy halt, and you can just come in and break the squares with your cavalry. Do not fight squares with your cav, by the way. Also, cavalry can be used for cav to cav combat, which will be discussed further by Piotr Begration. And you can also break enemy formation, which something called by like charge en masse. So you have like 2, 3, maybe more cuirassier, big cuirassier units. You know, the enemy doesn't have a lot of squares. Just eat them at the enemy, your C1s, your heavy cav, and you just, hope the enemy breaks in the center. They will break, sort of a deal. And that's the basic introduction finished. I hope there was no new information. If there is, I'm also happy. And I'm gonna give the word to the first speaker on the panel, which is Piotr Begration. Take it away.